Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Hey everybody, happy Sunday, and cheers to you. October's almost over, man. Jeez. We'll be walking around in Halloween costumes if you do that kind of thing. Anyhow, happy Sunday to you. Yeah, weather's getting colder all of a sudden. All of a sudden it's getting colder, yeah. All of a sudden. Oh yeah, because it was like 20, it was hot a while back. Anyways, a while back, yeah, maybe last week. Yeah, okay, so this past Thursday, went to see Tom Morello. And took the whole family because the whole family is really outspoken about certain things that are going on in the world and stuff like that. And my kids are very, 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 very outspoken about what's going on in the world, and which is good because it's good that young people understand what's going on. And you know, that's why a lot of the protests and stuff like that happen, of course, at universities and stuff like that, because this is the growing minds that are going to be our future leaders, and workers, leaders, whatever. They're going to be part of our society and take over what we're doing. And so the young people should keep themselves informed of what's going on and stuff like that. So Tom Morello came through town in Brantford, Ontario, where I live, where I'm sitting right now. And by the way, thank you, Tom, for coming to Brantford. Thank you for coming to a lot of small towns. If you haven't seen his show and you are a fan of his or a fan of Rage or anything that he's done, Audio Slave, another amazing project of his, go see him. Go see this show. It's spoken, just so you know, I thought it was going to be all spoken word. I thought, hey, maybe he's going to play some music. And then, of course, I did the spoiler thing where I looked up one of his posts, opened up one of his posts, and he had his whole set list there. And there was there was about 12 songs there as well. And a 2-hour show. Yeah. Spoken word. And then I was really just more interested in what he had to say about the world today, because as you know, it's not that great. So he spoke about his upbringing. Tom Morello is black, by the way. Some people did not know that. He goes into length about talking about how a lot of people didn't know he was black and stuff like that, and it was interesting. It was kind of funny. It was a really great twist. But he got into the whole thing about racism and stuff, and in the United States, and us, as well as the current administration. And I don't get political on this show. It's about music, it's about guitars, it's about having fun. So I won't get too political, but I'm saying to you, he is in the area. He's in Canada till second week of November, I believe, finishing out. I think he might be coming back into our area. He kind of sweeps in and out, because he's doing like smaller theaters, 1,000-seaters, that kind of thing. He is at Sanderson Center in Brantford. He's coming back, and I believe he's in Kingston tonight, October 26th, Sunday, October 26th, and then he's in Guelph, which is back in my area, Guelph, Ontario. So tickets are not expensive. They were, in the, I can't remember. I don't buy the tickets in this household, but they weren't over $100. So go see this, especially if you're interested in what's going on in the world. If you're a total Rage fan and a fan of his, it's amazing. If you're going to go see a concert, which I believe a lot of people thought that's what it was, that's not what it was. Um, my Angela and I are forever talking about people sitting around us at either movie theaters or concerts or any kind of show we go to, and she can't tune out any kind of conversation. Yeah, I'll see her sitting there going, "Oh man," like that. You know, what? You go, "Are you hearing this?" And I said, "No, I don't. I just don't want to hear that kind of stuff. I just tune it all out." And she'll listen into everything. So when you have two seats beside you and you think, "Oh, wouldn't it be great if no one sat there?" If no one sat beside me. So I'm sitting there with the whole family. I'm at the end, and there's two seats empty on the side, and two people sit down just after the lights come down. Like, come on, get there on time. So he's basically in his first song singing. He did an acoustic. He had four guitars, no band, four guitars. Started with an acoustic song, and they're cheering like it's a concert. And the song ends, and they're talking in full voice when the guy's up on stage doing a spoken word thing. So at one point I was sitting like this, I didn't want to hear them. And then basically the man of the couple, he said he in his first section of his speech he said that he was black, a black heavy instrumental artist in the United States. And then I hear over here, he's black. And I thought that was kind of funny. Then he goes on and on about this and that, and and then I heard him say these people were pretty drunk, because I think they thought they were going to a concert, not a spoken word event. And they got up, the guy got up, and he never came back. And his friend, female friend, sat there for most of the show. She was really kind of getting into it, but people were turning and looking. Why are you yelling at this point? When he's talking up there. At some point during the second half, there was an intermission. In the second half, she left, never came back either, which was great because I was having a hard time tuning her up. This shirt, by the way, I bought at the show. Torches, pitchforks, Molotovs, and bricks is basically how he describes his personal music. It's protest music. And this is what it is basically. Like I said, not going to get into most of the political things, but if you are into that and want to understand what's going on in the world, go see Tom. He's in Canada till the end of, basically till mid-November. Doing a lot of smaller market, which I love that he did that. Brantford, Kingston, Guelph. Coming back to Brampton, if you're in the area where I live, Guelph and Brampton are probably the next closest shows that he's going to be at. Guitar fans, 4 guitars, 2 acoustics, nylon string he played. Brilliant guitar player. I don't understand why people pass him off as a sound effects guy. He explained that really well, how he got into music just for the pure energy of music and wanting to play. Did not know how to play a note, was in a high school battle of the bands and didn't even know how to tune his guitar. And eventually, he said it very well. If you can't play cover tunes, can't learn stuff, don't want to take lessons, you have to make up your own music out of sheer aggression, and that's where his style of music came from. This style of music, which is also aggression, and basically he said he did everything wrong. I didn't want to take a lesson, so I had to make up my own stuff and make up my own way of playing guitar. That's why the unique style there, guys. And he said his sound, while he couldn't afford anything big time as far as sound goes, it's became his sound, and basically it's the same stuff he's plugging into today that he did when he was starting to play. And of course I'm sure he's got some better stuff, but it's basically he's talking about the amp and the guitars and stuff like that. So yeah, he just said that's my sound, and that's what it's developed, and he's got a career out of it. So for gearheads, he did have a pedal board with his whammies and all that stuff. So there's some backing tracks that he plays the band stuff with, but a lot of the acoustic stuff was just him and his voice, and brilliant stuff. Had some guitar issues with his the main guy, whatever it is, the Fender, the light blue one. Had some guitar issues with that, so there was a 5th guitar that came off stage. I guess he travels pretty, the ticket prices are low. He travels pretty light with just a pedal board and 5 guitars and a roadie, and and merch. So he's probably got, you know, a truck that follows him around for the Canadian leg probably. But yeah, go see Tom Morello. It's he's also you know, to talk about his style. Angela posted a video yeah, this week of him playing a solo in it was The Ghost of Tom Joad, which was a song that he had his solo spotlight in it, and when he played with Bruce Springsteen for a tour, if you didn't know that, and he just said he had a big story about it, that solo in Tom Joad. But he played that solo, and he was playing with his teeth, and he picked up his guitar, and it said Ace Frehley Forever on the back, which was really cool. He's a big Kiss fan. And then basically, Angela posted this video, and someone said, that's not guitar playing. And I quickly chimed in, and I don't know what my comment was words to the effect, that's the whole point. It's him. You know, Jeff Beck doesn't sound like a guitar player. Eric Johnson doesn't really sound like a guitar player. So neither does Tom Morello. And damn right he's a guitar player. He's a damn good one. And that is an innovative sound. And, you know, when you're putting your band together in your formative years, you might play covers, but you know, eventually you got to mold yourself into your own sound. And all the bands that have sold millions of albums and still are, and the ones that are innovative, you know, I'm going to go down the prog road and say the innovative ones like, you know, Yes and Genesis, that were just so different. They came up with their own sounds, and Tom Morello has his own sound. And no one can use a whammy pedal without someone saying something about Tom Morello or Rage Against the Machine. That's it. And anyways, amazing show, life-changing. A lot of things he said, life-changing. It starts with you. If you want to change this world, it starts with you, guys. Just so I can spread that Tom Morello message. I'll say it again. If you want to change the world, it starts with you and your thoughts and you standing up for yourself. Standing up for what you believe in, and who cares if 90 people are in the room that don't believe you and you're the only one. Hold yourself to that one, because you have to be true to yourself, and you'll have a lot of inner peace that way. That was the message, really. And talking about innovative music and stuff that sounds different, my son Jacob is playing tonight at Pilot on Cumberland in downtown Toronto. There's two big reasons why I'm going to see this show. Is because I try to go to every show. The only show I missed was when I was playing the C&E with Keep the Faith, and he was at Lee's Palace at the same night. But he had a rough night because the singer couldn't make it, and he had to sing the whole show. Good on him. Good on him. I got some video that Kaylee actually chose to go to that show because she's seen, never mind. She's seen a lot of Keep the Faith shows. Anyways, he's playing a Pilot tonight. I'm going there obviously to see him. I'm roadieing for him because he has no ride there. I got to get his gear there. You gotta love kids who are musicians, you know. Can you pick me up? Yeah. What do you got? 2 guitars in my amp. Okay. Pedal board. Okay. Perfect. It'll fit in the car. Get the call or a text overnight tonight. By the way, we're bringing all the drum hardware and Oscar's amp and guitar. Okay, so that's a little bit bigger now. I don't know if I can. And you know, if you can't fit me in the car, take Oscar because he's got a bad leg. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm talking about you guys. It's always great at the last minute to get the new logistical plan for the load in and everything else. But I'm also going to Pilot because Keep the Faith on December 5th, our Christmas show in Toronto is playing Pilot, and you can get your tickets now. Just look on the Pilot site. And please, if you really want to go to this show and see us, and it's going to be our year-end thing, it's going to be nice, family-oriented. Well, I think it's a 19-plus show, but you know, just going to be a great feel. We'll do some Christmas songs, do the Bon Jovi stuff that he did for Christmas, and some Die Hard stuff. It's going to be a really great show, December 5th. I think it's a pretty nice price, not as high as our theater shows, but you're not going to see as much, but if you're a friend of our band and you live in Toronto, come see this show. And also on top of that, yeah, so I'm going there to scope that out because I want to see what the load-in's like and what they said they're supplying drums and stuff. The other thing is Keep the Faith and myself, who I play in Keep the Faith, and my band, my other band I play in, if you want, like my band that's been together for a long time now, and the family band is Bridge on Fire. is opening for Keep the Faith, so I'll be doing a flip over thing. Chris is calling me Superman or something like that because, you know, I have to play that set and then play probably a two-hour Bon Jovi set, which is going to be great for your fans in this area, Brantford, Ontario, Rossini Lodge. If you do not have tickets, I'm going to be posting a couple ads probably today or tomorrow. But if you do not have tickets to this event because it's not a regular Ticketmaster kind of deal, or how do you say, event ticketed thing, because the theaters are usually through the event, through the venue, you can direct message me, and I have hard tickets that have been printed that I can get to you, and you can just transfer me the money and I'll pay the promoter for it, because we're trying to get a lot of people out to this show. It's also going to be kind of a Christmassy kind of show. November 29th, Rossini Lodge in Brantford. Keep the Faith headlining, Bridge on Fire opening. Me being a very tired guy by the end of the night, but the show starts at 8:30, so it's not going to be a late one. Special thanks to everyone. Speaking of late ones, special thanks to everybody at Bonita's. I said thanks to Bonita and Manny. The bar used to be called Manny's. Manny's is still helping them with the bookings. He was there. We didn't have the most amazing night. Why? Because it was game 1 of the World Series. So there were a few people who were there. Yeah, it was great. It was happy. Blue Jays won. Go Jays. But not a huge crowd, and we were really trying to pump up the bar to get it back in. It was only the second weekend that it's been open, but we're back there on November 14th. So all you Bridge on Fire fans, if you're fans of our brand of music, which is Van Halen, Scorpions, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, and then a lot of classic stuff like Boston, Journey, Triumph, a lot of classic 70s stuff too. So come out and see Bridge on Fire on November 14th at Bonita's, which used to be Manny's in Brantford. And the other thing is, that's our full show. You'll see the best of show opening for Keep the Faith at Rossini Lodge, which I have tickets for. I've said enough. You guys can see it. If you forgot anything, just rewind, go back. Anyhow, thanks so much, guys. If you're in Toronto tonight, October 27th, come out and see Jacob and his band. His band is, when I was talking about innovative sounds, here's cheers, guys. Innovative sound and something that's different, and that's usually what it takes. The Harriets, his band, the Harriets, is this. It's not heavy, it's not light, it's not country, it's not rock. It's not, it's very, these guys listen to Genesis and a lot of prog stuff, and a lot of Lou Reed and that kind of thing. But they're also rock guys, so it's got the edge. It's a really interesting blend of things. Download some of their stuff and hear what it is. Oscar is the lead singer, and Jacob, second lead singer. Incredible harmonies, great guitar. Can I say that now without being too, biased? Great guitar playing by both of them. And then Jacob is like the lead guitarist, and I think he's playing his Nighthawk all night. He's a big telly guy for this show, but he says he needs to have some humbuckers lately. So we dug around here and found his Nighthawk, and that's how many guitars I have down here. Is that we didn't remember we had that one. There's your Nighthawk. Oh man, I'm gonna play it now. He says to me in guitar. I'm talking way too much today. Again, thank you so much for watching. This is show 300 and something now. Love your comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. I've given up on trying to get the high subscriptions. Whatever, it happens. It happens. That my YouTube channel has been up for probably 15 years. I'm gonna say maybe close to as long as YouTube has been around. No, it hasn't been that long. But go on there and just look at some funny videos. Because when I didn't know how to do this, it's pretty bad. But I'm sitting in the dark because I didn't know about lighting. I'm just rambling on about nothing. There's some funny stuff. You can see Jacob growing up because he's interviewing me when he's like this tall and sitting down here. It's kind of funny. So watch my YouTube video, YouTube channel. Why? You don't have to do that. Anyways, take it easy. Bye bye.